Yeah, you're not going to be able to get past him.
Would I be able to just move up and then move back?
Yeah,
Or would
well,
that?
if you do that, then you'll take an opportunity attack, unless you're a
Yeah.
rogue, But I mean, you could still
Right.
take an opportunity attack.
Um,
That's just up to you.
I don't know, man. I think the cleric should just draw him back out here. But I'm gonna I'm gonna stay here and just ready an action that if either of them gets close enough for me to hit, I will attack them.
All right. Ibanez, you're up. Mr.
I was
Barbarian.
thinking, this the guy with the shield, is that the cleric or
That is
who's
the cleric.
with the troll?
Yep, that's
So
the cleric.
if I stay out and the cleric draws him out, we can do it that way.
You could do that. I mean, the cleric can definitely do that, but he's going to take 2 opportunity attacks for leaving the hitboxes.
Well, he can disengage, can he?
He can disengage
yeah.
as well, yeah. Sure can.
So he can disengage to the hallway, and both of them will have attacks ready to whop him.
Yep.
So you want to do that, and I'll just move to that corner and you draw him out. And that way we can get more attacks on the guys in the hallway, flank them on both sides.
Do something. Time's ticking. Are you holding your action then, Ibanez, or what?
I'm gonna come over here to the corner and hold my action
All
to
right.
see if the guys can draw out from the hallway there.
Raven, you're up. You're doing the same thing?
I got a bow. I can.
All right.
For 6 damage.
All right. Which one? Gotta let me know which one.
That one right there.
All right. All right. Mr. Ranger?
Please don't hit me.
The ranger's mumbling under his breath, and he's holding his action again for something to come out the door.
I hate holding an action in D&D Next.
Into the woods,
Silver.
man.
I'm probably going to take that shit out of the game.
You can always move
whenever
up.
the game is
You
actually
can still get
released, holding actions
Come
are going to
over
be
the
no
other side.
more in my
Wait for him to
games.
come out. Come next to the barbarian.
I mean, you can definitely exploit the shit out of that, especially if you have like Thunderclap
he'll
or
drop down on one of these other squares.
well, what is it? Thunderwave or something? Yeah, Thunderwave. That's it. You can hold your action every time and just keep knocking shit away. It's ridiculous. So, holding
And then he's
actions
just gonna
when
wait.
I'm just riding it out until the game is actually officially released, and then I'll make some changes. Alright, so now, Mr. Cleric, you're up, and you can actually disengage. And what disengage means is you forego your attack, and you are able to move half your movement in any direction, which, in your case, seeing that you're surrounded by 2 ogres in the front, you can move backward 15 feet.
Alright. So I'll do that so I can force them out.
Okay. So you're able to disengage and avoid any opportunity attacks. Alright, so the first ogre on the right, he is going to... Actually, he's going to fall back around the corner, and he pulls the lever of the trap again.
What? Ogres aren't that smart.
Oh, these ogres are definitely smart.
That's fine if they're on that side. They can't really do a whole lot to us.
Alright, and this second ogre,
Jumps over the pit.
he falls back, picks up a boulder, and he hurls it to the party.
Aww.
That asshole.
And the lucky recipient is... Raven. You're always the target every time. Alright,
Awesome.
so 1 second. I need to pull something out because I need to get a reference for something real quick. Alright. So your armor class is what?
15.
He definitely, he hurls a boulder your way. It goes over your head, smashes the wall, and then you have, you know, bits of rubble falling down on you. And then he moves out of the way as well, and he is done. All right, Darb, you're up.
All right. Well, screw this noise.
Don't want to hold actions? I'll hold actions.
I'm
Don't
trusting
matter
my
to me.
Bavarian friend to help me. I'm going to leap over the pit and attack this guy.
All right. So what I want you to do is do an acrobatics check, and I have a DC set in
Dex,
mind.
right?
Yep, it sure is.
Oh,
Oh, you
oh no.
splish splash! I was taking a bath, man. You
Oh.
do like a tumble somersault over the pit, and you barely miss the edge, and you splash down into the acid, and you take a total of 11 damage.
Oh.
Wah, wah. Alright, so now you guys have seen that the monk is in the pit, and he's splashing around, taking an acid bath.
The barbarian's gonna try to pull him up, throw a javelin in for him.
Throw a javelin into him. Oh my god!
It's like, dang it, you
Oh
stupid
my
idiot.
god, that is awesome. Alright, so you're not going to literally throw it at him.
No, I'm just gonna like, you
Uh,
know,
Like Ace Ventura, quick, throw me a spear! Poof, and it lands in his leg. Quick, throw me another spear! Poof. Oh, it's in the bone.
that was good impersonation. I have to say that.
You got me by 2
Yeah, I gotta
years, there
watch that
was.
now later.
Oh, hell yeah.
So strength check. I'm assuming.
Yes, I want both of you to make a strength check.
Oh my god.
And do I add anything?
It'll add it in
Okay.
automatically. It'll
Okay.
add it in for you. Alright, you're actually able.
4 mythic.
When Warhuck puts the javelin in, and Mythic grabs a hold of it, and then Mythic's starting to slip off of the pole, and Warhuck basically just pulls him by his gi or his garb and just pulls him right out. So you won't be able to do anything until next round, basically. Well, the round after next. So.
Sure.
Yeah, he had such a nice strength check there, so definitely had
It's
to.
5 feet across. How can you not jump over that? He's a monk.
Well, that's because he had a really bad roll. So, all right, Raven, you're up.
Alright, I'll move to here and just fire an arrow.
All right. You can barely. You're going to have a disadvantage on this attack because he is basically 3/4 cover. So, roll again. Actually, you're not. Well, yeah, you might. So, roll one more time because he's got cover. So. All right, you actually hit him, man. You hit him at disadvantage with a 13. So, go ahead and roll your damage.
3,
Womp womp.
and I'll disengage further around the corner.
Alright. That's that cunning action, whatever it is.
Is that really a cunning action? Because he's just moving?
I'm just awesome.
Like, aren't you allowed to move after you make an attack anyway?
Correct, yeah. I mean, yeah, but he called it, and I wasn't going to say, well, you could just regularly move, so. Alright,
You
you're
hide,
up,
man.
Mr.
cunning action to hide.
Ranger.
Now you can't fuzz about me not pulling nothing out. I tried.
Yeah, that's awesome, Wes. We got to get you into a game,
Well,
Wes.
the ranger's gonna move.
Yeah, cunning action's good if you want to get in, get an attack, and get out. You know,
And take a shot at
okay,
that one.
sounds good. Yeah, cunning action's a really, really powerful skill for a rogue. Definitely a powerful skill.
$15.
Oh, that's definitely. Actually, I want you to roll one more time because the ogre is in a quarter type of position, so you need to roll again. Just roll over 11 and you'll hit. What disadvantages here? I'll explain to you guys that haven't played D&D next. What advantage and disadvantage is. All right. Actually, you hit. Really nice. Man, you guys are slamming the rolls tonight. You need to teach Raven how to do some rolls like that.
I
There
know.
you go. Mythic too.
Let me explain real quick what advantage and disadvantage is, and I'm not trying to put too much on you guys. So, if you need to ask anything, please don't feel intimidated not to ask anything because I'll stop and explain anything to you guys. And if I don't know it, I'll look it up. All right. So how advantage works and disadvantage works is like this: if you have advantage, you roll twice and you take the best roll. So basically, if you roll a 3 on your first roll, all right, you get to roll again. That means that you get like a sort of like a get out of jail card free. You roll again, and if it's an 18, wow, you'll hit. So you just take the better of the two rolls. And like what you're doing, you have disadvantage, and you rolled a 15 and a 22. So you cancel out the 22, and you take the 15, which 15 is still a hit against this ogre. So now I want you to roll your damage. So that's what a disadvantage and advantage is. So pretty cool little mechanic in D&D Next. So actually, I really like that.
Six
Yeah.
damage.
All right, sounds good. That's nice. All right, so now Varlin, you're up, Mr. Cleric, and you got the cleric is basically, I don't know if you've played any kind of MMOs or anything like
He's
that.
a healer type
Yeah,
fighter.
gets heals. So you basically have two heals you can do. You have one heal that's called Cure Wounds, and you have to touch the target to use Cure Wounds. And you have two heals. Cure Wounds, which is more potent, and then you have Healing Word, which is less potent. It's half as potent, and you don't have to touch the target. So if somebody's 30, 40 feet away from you and you can't get to them, then you can use your Healing Word and splash a heal on them that way. So that's the difference between the two spells. But seeing that you're standing right beside the monk, you could just hit him with a level 1 Cure Wounds, and you can do 2d8 plus 5, which plus 4, which is your with the bonus and the healing bonus because you are a life cleric. So you can do 2d8 plus 4. And depending on the spell, you can always, how spells work as well in D&D Next is you can actually use a first level spell with a 4th level spell slot or a 2nd level spell slot, because seeing that you're level 3, you can actually cast level 2 spells. So you can cast 4 first level spells in a day and 2 2nd level spells. And you can actually use one of your 2nd level spell slots and upgrade the first level spell. And you would do 48 plus 2 plus 2. So you do 48 plus 4. So not trying to confuse you, but those are your options. So, but you can touch them for 2d8 plus 2, or you can upgrade that and burn one of your 2nd level spell slots, which I wouldn't really recommend you using a 2nd level spell slot because the monk doesn't have a lot. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of hit points. So, or you could just cast a Healing Word and do less damage, which I wouldn't recommend doing that, seeing that you're standing right beside him.
If I want to be an ass, I would, but yeah. I just use level 1 Cure Win.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and do a... actually, what you want to do for this is, on the left-hand side, see that little bar there? There's the 20-sided dice there. It's that is the dice roller. And you can just go to the advanced roll, which is about halfway down, and you can kind of mess with the variables and just do 2d8 and then put plus 4 in the plus box on the end and hit the roll button, and bam, there you go. Alright, cool. That's 13. So you get 13 back. You definitely feel rejuvenated.
I don't get temporary hit points from that, do I?
No, you don't.
Yeah,
no.
so I'm just at full.
Yeah, you just back up to max.
By the way, you're welcome.
Nice.
I was probably fine.
That'll cost you 50 gold.
I love that.
Nah, that costing her pushing a pit of acid.
Nice. All right, so you can got some movement too. So if you can see that you cast, you can still move up to 30 feet. So, but that's up to you.
Nah, I'll just stay where I'm at.
You just did see a boulder come smashing out into the hall. So, all right. So now the ogres are up. The first ogre is the first ogre, which is on the right hand side. He's going to close the latch. The floor comes back out, so I need to put the floor back on the GM layer. Alright, and he charges out.
Bring it, son.
About time.
You guys were not coming out to engage, so I'll bring it to you.
Yeah, I did.
Alright, and he is going to attack. Let's see, as he gets around the corner, he didn't see the barbarian there, so he wasn't really locked in on that. So I'm going to do 3 targets. I'm going to roll 6-sided to figure out who's going to attack. And it looks like the monk. You are going to be attacked. And he hits with a 21 versus armor class.
Oh,
Now, David,
Yes.
do I get an attack since I've ready my action and I was waiting for him to come out?
No, because we are in a new round.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to take damage now. And your damage
Because
is
I helped him.
16.
oh my god.
He actually rolled max on one of his rolls, so he did
This is pretty brutal.
16. Yeah. All right, so the second ogre is going to sidestep. He's also going to throw a boulder, and he only sees 3 targets there. And the lucky recipient is the ranger. And the ranger, you are being attacked with a boulder.
Real quick.
Sure.
That was a melee attack, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then with my monk ability, fire riposte, if I take damage from a melee attack, I can use a reaction to spend a key point.
Okay.
So the attacker must make a dex saving throw.
Okay. I was wondering if you were going to use that.
Good show.
17. Dex saving
Thanks.
throw.
Think you made it.
Yeah, what's my... Is that just my dexterity then?
How
make it
you determine is, I believe the monk is the. Let me look that up real quick. I should put on the character sheet the target number. I believe your primary stat is
Wisdom?
wisdom. I believe it is wisdom. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, it's Dex and Wisdom. So Dex and
Well,
Wisdom. 8
that's
plus your Dex modifier and your Wisdom modifier. So those are 2 apiece. So you start at a base of 8, so it's going to be a total of 12. So, and I rolled a 17, which is higher than a 12, so he passes saving throw.
Okay, then he takes half damage.
Okay.
Fire damage to 1d10 plus your monk level. So that's gonna be... Takes half as much on a successful save, so he takes 5 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you lash out a flame tongue on the ogre, and everybody just kind of looks at you like, man, that was a cool ass trick. Because they've never seen that before. None of the other folks that have played the monk have used the flame tongue reaction, whatever it's called, flame strike. Or all right, so this next ogre is going to he attacked the ranger. I don't think I rolled yet to hit, did I? No, I didn't. I made my saving throw. So it is an 18 versus armor class, Mr. Ranger. I suppose that probably hit.
Okay, he doesn't have any kind of cover.
Yeah, actually, I'll give you. Actually, I'll make him have disadvantage. Thank you for reminding me about that. What's fair? And what is your armor class?
14.
All right. Well, he misses you. He chucks a boulder, and it bounces off of the wall and goes between you and the monk, nearly hitting the monk again.
I was going to say, does it hit the monk?
Yeah, it
Awesome.
barely, man. You could actually feel the wind of that boulder going past you. And now he is just going to run up and engage, and he will not have an attack because he's already thrown a boulder. All right, so now you are able to make an attack now, Darb. You've recovered enough from your acid bath that
I'm not coughing up acid anymore.
no, you're not. You are recovered and ready to go.
Okay.
Come stand beside me.
Yes, they can. They can take
Who said
rogue
that?
proficiencies like
The rogue.
thieves' tools and all that good
Let's
jazz.
see.
Bards are actually really cool, man. You should read about the
Doug-
bard.
I only get. Did you say that we're not doing multiple attacks per round?
Yeah,
No.
no, we're not. Not in this game.
So
no.
I don't get to use my.
You can spend your
What
key
is it called?
points, do whatever you want.
Okay, but flurry of blows doesn't give me the extra attack without using a key point.
If you're going to use filler or blows, yes, of course, yeah. But I'm just talking regular, normal attacks. Just one for now.
Well, I mean, because flurry of blows says that you normally get 2, and then if you spend a key point, you get a third.
I'll let you get 2. You can have 2.
I
2 primary attacks.
Well, since I'm like at 5 HP right now, I'm just gonna disengage and run away.
Okay.
So
Yeah, if you wanted to get a multiple attack with a spending a key point, absolutely. So.
sure. I think that's probably good. And
Question,
then
David. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
since I disengaged, I can't like.
Exactly, Silver.
Yeah. Actually, I think I moved 35 feet now.
Yeah, you can move half your movement.
Okay.
Lady
I'm gonna
Neek.
update your character sheet if that's okay.
Sure. What was
at third
wrong
at
on
third level, it's called Step of the Wind. Monk just gets a increase of speed by 5 feet.
it? No, it wasn't on the Matrix.
Excuse
Excuse my voice, sir.
Well, it's in the Matrix, like
Oh, it
under
just doesn't
the
have a description.
well.
Thank you for the
no.
follow,
I mean,
lady.
you just have the,
Neek, I appreciate it. I hope
the
I'm
power, 'cause
pronouncing
you can also
your
spend a key point to
name
do
right.
15 feet, an extra 15 feet. But you just have that. You don't have the extra 5, and then under speed it's just listed as 30.
Okay. I appreciate it. So is it Lady Neek or Lady Nyack?
Okay.
Thanks
So,
for changing
that's all I
that.
do.
All right, so Ibanez, you're up now.
So I'm gonna go ahead. And
All right,
rage.
so I was right the first time. I'm glad.
So I'm raging now.
All right, you are raging. Whoa.
And I am going to take the great axe and slash the ogre in front of me.
All right, go for it. And I'm going to give you, seeing that you have like a really nice oblique flank, I'm going to give you advantage on your attack as well. So.
So is that 2 d20s? Then?
Yep, 2d20s, and also you take the best roll of those too. So. And thank you everybody for
Yeah,
checking
great.
out the game tonight. We're doing a viewer game. These are all viewers that were on the channel, so a couple of them have not played D&D yet. So nice crit.
Oh,
So go ahead and roll your damage. So you'll notice that I'm doing a lot of explaining tonight. It's because we have people that have never played, and that's usually how the viewer
you
games
don't roll
work.
on a crit though.
So
You roll 1 die.
oh yeah, you roll your 1 dice. So yeah, so roll your damage on the 1 die and then add it to your max damage. So
And
yeah,
then,
I do a lot of
Normally,
explaining.
when you're rolling with advantage, you just roll your attack
Right.
twice.
Yeah, just roll it
I
separately.
didn't realize that the advanced roller would do it like that.
Yeah, it's no problem.
It still works.
Yeah.
Easy enough when you crit.
So it was 2d6, which is 12, plus 4 is 16, plus another 6 is 20 damage.
Why are you doing 2d6?
A great axe.
Because that's his axe. Axe
You
damage.
roll both again? Because I thought you just got max damage and then you roll 1 additional die.
Well,
No,
for the
it's
weapon.
damage for the weapon,
For the weapon.
not just
Okay.
1 die.
Actually, it's not. it's not really clarified like that, but yes, if it's a like a longsword would get a 1d8.
Yep.
I mean, obviously
Unless
it's
you-
going to be a 1d8, but if you're using a two-hand weapon, then yeah, it doesn't say it's not like that. So
I mean, I don't want to take away damage, so I'm gonna agree with you for now. But when a monster does that, I'm gonna argue with you.
this is I don't the way I have my macro set up, you don't have to worry about it because I use an entire macro system, and the way that the macros are set up with variables and everything, there's no way to get if I use macros, I can't get a max plus a crit plus 1 die, so that just won't work in a macro. So that I just do
yeah. I mean,
normal
you would just
damage
have to
like
type it
that.
out,
So
but yeah.
all right, so you're gonna do let's see, 12 plus your bonus, which is what, 4?
Right.
Because you're raging, so it's
16
16,
plus 6.
22. All right, nice hit, man.
That's brutal.
Yeah, man. They just changed crits that way as well here in the last playtest packet.
Yeah.
It used to be totally different. So, all right, Raymond, you're up.
Alright. I will move up, like right here, and pop a cap in this one.
You hold that bow gangster style too.
All tilted. What? Tilted sideways?
Is it like a hand crossbow that he can actually do that, or?
That is 5 damage.
All right. And that's to the one on the right hand side, right? Or is that the one on the left?
Yeah, the one on the ranger.
All right.
And I will stay there this time.
Okay.
Um,
Now the
reverse
ranger's
balls.
up.
Well, the ranger apparently has a great sword too. So if he drops his bow and draws the great sword, does he still get an attack?
Absolutely, you can switch weapons.
I think
What?
Weapon switch is a minor, right?
Yep, you can switch weapons.
That's what he's doing. He's dropping the bow, pulling the great sword, and taking a swing.
Do it.
It was a good effort.
Well, he slipped on something.
He's so inexperienced with that great sword, he didn't know what to do with it.
What's up, West?
Actually, the barbarian going into rage has him quaking in his boots.
Yeah, you'll get to play it for 7 minutes like I did last time. All right, Varlin, you're up.
Alright. Alright, I want to switch my Great Club and attack the Ogre on the left.
That monk needs some loving.
Nah. Okay though, for me to use my Great Club and attack the one on the left. It's like right in front of me.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, it took me about 30 minutes to download that entire game with my new connection speed. I was shitting when I
D10.
saw that.
Yeah, I'd use a D10 for that.
Dope. Yeah, just go ahead and roll the d20 on that, and then add your to hit modifier.
Alright. So a D20 was the hit modifier.
Yep, your to hit modifier with what you're using the mace now.
The Great Club.
All right, so you're
So-
gonna want to do 4 then. +4, so just type in a 4 whenever you hit d20, and then hit OK.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Hit.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage, and I guess you were attacking the ogre right in front of you as well, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess I gotta do that D10 plus 2 again.